Hello Tarotia and welcome to AD Tarot. Before we get started with the reading, please put your headphones in so you can receive these messages in 8 directional sound. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I wanted to do a collective reading for Scorpio season. So we're just starting Scorpio season. It is a sign associated with transformation, rebirth, and can be quite a mysterious and mischievous energy. So let's pull some cards for the collective and see what we might be working with. Because it is general, it won't resonate with everyone. So take whatever guidance you need and leave the rest. Okay, so this first card here, it's speaking to what the collective may need to be ready to put to rest, to leave behind, to transform during the Scorpio season. You have the Tiny Elephants card. That's a unique card for this deck. And in this position, it makes me think that the guidance is to consider stepping away from focusing on the tiniest details. So there's a sense that maybe by focusing on some really small things, which over time can pile up and pile up and pile up, you're missing a big picture here and sort of getting lost in the details. Something that's coming forward for rebirth, something that may be coming more to your focus or more present and relevant for you during Scorpio season, you have the World. And that really feels like a shift away from the small things to the big things. The World is all about cycles. It's about big approaches, big events, big changes. So there's some guidance already to really step back, adjust your perspective, and look at the big things in your life, the big things that are transforming and changing. That can be a big task to ask of anyone, especially if there's something that is challenging you right now or making you worry. This feels like worried about the small things. So some assistance that's going to be available for you. You have the Magician. And this feels like an individual energy. It doesn't feel like there's going to be someone who steps in to sort of help you make this transition. It feels like it's a return to your own sense of your ability to manifest what you want, your ability to bring forth the events, the changes, the feelings, the actions that are most aligned for you right now. The Magician is all about control over all 4 elements. The Magician uses everything that's available to them. Part of Scorpio season, part of the Scorpio energy is really about things that are perhaps hidden within yourself, things that feel a little maybe dark and twisty and mysterious. And this card is all about something that is feeling vulnerable within you that needs to be examined, that needs to be worked through. And in this spread, you have the 3 of Swords. So it's possible that as you're working to change an approach here and really step back and get some perspective and allow some big things to shift in your life, there's something here about feeling some grief, feeling some heartache. The 3 of Swords is also really about a transformation. So with the swords in the tarot are about communication, thoughts. The fact that these swords are piercing here, it can be about grief and sadness, but it can also speak to realizations that come from grief, realizations that help you grow, that help you heal and move forward in a stronger way. Then this last card in the spread here is about an uncomfortable truth that you're dealing with right now, that you would be served by sharing, by speaking aloud. You have the King of Wands. It feels like this is an internal, currently still internal desire for more, to have more drive, excitement. Maybe there's something here with this tiny elephants and the Three of Swords being in the energy. Maybe there's something that's really made you feel powerless, helpless, stuck. This does feel like sort of a overanalyzing, picking things apart in an effort to understand why something's gone wrong here. And there's a part of you perhaps that really just wants to feel like you have more, that you are stronger and you are able to move forward. And that also links up with this World card here. This is an interesting energy to start out with. Let's clarify. Okay, so on the Tiny Elephants card, you have the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. This is not at the King of Wands level. The Knight of Wands is more of a stop, start. Am I in or am I out? It's not a consistent feeling of passion, power, excitement. It's much more so not having the ability to really prolong an action moving forward. So whatever you may have been overanalyzing and trying to understand, trying to take it apart and understand it from various perspectives, it feels like it's something that you haven't been able to make any progress on. And it's been kind of frustrating. On this World card here, we're recommending that you consider moving to a broader sense, looking at the bigger picture and being open to really changing how things are going for you. You have the Sun. It's the happiest card in the deck, so it speaks to, if you are able to welcome this into your energy, there's an opportunity here for you to feel good, but also it's about clarity as well. The Sun brings things to light. And here with these 4 birds on this particular version of the card, it's also makes me think about you getting messages, getting good news. So something that maybe has been stuck and you've been trying to do, like head down on your own, trying to figure it out, you might get some assistance here. On this Magician card, for something that can help you through Scorpio season, you have the 7 of Cups. This feels like as you welcome in this Magician energy and that sense of more of a personal power for manifestation and feeling like you have things that you can do, you can actually contribute to solving this challenge for yourself. You are going to have a lot of options to do so. So there's not just one right way to approach this. I feel like this is, when you start into this energy and as you go deeper into it, you're going to very likely have lots of possible ways to move things forward. On your 3 of Swords here, for something that needs some self-attention, some self-care, you have the Devil and the Father of Pentacles. This feels, so as I said, the 3 of Swords as a card about grief and heartbreak, but also wisdom and growth. These 2 clarifying cards perfectly illustrate that. It is moving away from the Devil energy around a situation that has made you sad. Devil energy being negative self-talk, possibly some negative patterns for yourself. If you're feeling sad and heartbroken, maybe you're not taking care of yourself. Maybe you are slipping into some addictive behaviors. It's not an energy that feels good, Three of Swords and the Devil. But if you're able to get some perspective, get some larger, grander perspective and clarity on this sadness, this grief, there's an opportunity to transform it into a feeling of wisdom. And that can take, obviously, that will take however long it takes. But there is a possibility here for sort of a new perspective of what you learned through this situation. And then the energies that are possible from something that you should be sharing, that you should speak out loud. Here with this King of Wands, you have the Emperor. These are both very fiery cards. They are both about leadership, being a leader, being in charge, being assertive and confident. It's quite different from being in the Son of Wands over here when you're focused on the small things. I feel like these small things are really connected to this feeling of grief, and being able to really shift that through your own ability to manifest for yourself using all sorts of options. You are able to step into this much more assertive, confident, fiery energy. So let's get an oracle card, see if anything else comes out. Wow, we have the conjunction card. This is about love, and it is about not just love in the external, but love within. Here you have this Ouroboros, the snake, and the black and white. It's about balance, being in perfect balance. The yin supporting the yang, the heartbreak supporting the clarity, the small things supporting the big things. There's an opportunity here for you if you have been struggling with a situation that's really got you feeling kind of like off kilter and sad and a bit powerless. There's an opportunity here through Scorpio season to really reach a balance and a sense of self-love, love for all the parts of you, including the grief, and love for all the parts of you, including the fact that you want more and you can have more. So something to think about through Scorpio season. I hope that was helpful. If these messages resonate, please subscribe so you can join us again next time.